The video begins with a fighter landing on the SHIELD ship. General Ross came out of this fighter. He was met by a military man who said that Director Hill was already waiting for the general. The military took them to the director of the ship, but one of the visitors went the other way. He was able to pass eye scans and got into an empty room. From the floor, a capsule that he was able to crack got out, and another capsule with the Hulk's blood got out of this capsule. He took it and reported it to the earphone. And meanwhile, the general and the military were sitting in General Hill's office. The general tried to persuade Hill to give him the Hulk's blood to destroy the Hulk himself, but Hill guessed that they are going to create a large army of people like the Hulk with the help of this blood. Hill said she would not give them blood, and they left. Meanwhile, somewhere in the mountains, Banner was fishing in a boat. Hawkeye was lying in the boat with him. Fishing calmed him and gave him a rest. At the same time, the soldier who stole the blood took out a gun into which he inserted a blood capsule. He took out another capsule and mixed it with the original Hulk's blood. He approached some man and injected him with this liquid. The man began to transform, and Hill even heard his cry of pain. Suddenly the ship staggered, and she turned on the camera to see what was going on. She saw an agent who was battered and with whom something terrible had happened. They arrived at this place, and all the agents were already unconscious. One of the agents was captured by this monster, and Hill was left alone with this monster. She contacted the Avengers and said that their base was attacked by the Hulk. She did not know that it was not him, since he looked like the Hulk since he was created from his blood. The conversation ended, and meanwhile Banner and Hawkeye were sitting in the forest. Information came to Hawkeye that the Hulk attacked the SHIELD ship. Banner could not believe it since he was the Hulk. Captain America and the Wasp arrived on the SHIELD ship. They went inside the ship where the monster was destroying everything. The Wasp noticed that this Hulk was red, and their Hulk was green. The Red Hulk noticed the superheroes and ran at them. Meanwhile, a Falcon flew to the Avengers base. He was ordered to steal something from their base. This time, the moment Banner flew to the base with Hawkeye. They were walking through the hall when suddenly a Falcon attacked them. The Falcon shot Banner with a dart and tried to grab him and fly away. Banner tried to turn into the Hulk, but he couldn't. Hawkeye didn't let the Falcon kidnap the Hulk. Then the Falcon tore his bowstring and began to fight hand to hand. But during the fight, Hawkeye stuck an electric arrow into his wings, and the Falcon flew away after suffering. Meanwhile, Captain America and the Wasp fought with the Red Hulk. The evil Hulk grabbed Hill. Someone controlled this Hulk with an earpiece in his ear. He was surrounded by SHIELD agents, but he jumped and flew away. Agent Hill gave permission to the military to destroy the Red Hulk. At the same time, Hawkeye and the Hulk were at the Avengers base when suddenly a Red Hulk burst into their building. Hawkeye woke up from the fact that he was woken up by a Wasp. Clint said that a Falcon broke into them, and then the Red Hulk and kidnapped Banner. Meanwhile, the Red Hulk tried to anger Banner so that he turned into the Hulk and destroy him, but the Avengers arrived in time to help and were able to prevent the Red Hulk from doing this. The Red Hulk was able to grab Hawkeye. He said if Banner did not turn into the Hulk, then he would kill him, but Banner could not turn since the Falcon did the injection that did not allow him to do this. The evil Hulk began to torment Hawkeye, and then Banner turned into the Hulk. He could not look at it. The Hulk attacked the villain many times, and the Red Hulk fell unconscious. The Hulk began to leave, but the villain got up and threw the Hulk. The Hulk hit him, but the villain was able to restrain him below and started beating the Hulk. Then Hawkeye shot a blinding arrow, and the Hulk was able to get out. All the Avengers had already arrived at this place, and now they could defeat the villain together, but the villain was able to escape. SHIELD agents had already arrived at the scene of the battle to arrest the Hulk. Since everyone thought that he attacked the SHIELD ship, Captain America persuaded him to surrender, and the Hulk turned into a Banner and he was arrested. Meanwhile, Captain America arrived at the Avengers base to contact the aliens. He reported to his boss that he had done away with the Hulk and turned into a Skrull. At the same time, somewhere on the base of the Skrulls, one scientist was brought. Aliens approached him and brought him to a platform to which another alien approached. He was able to copy the appearance of this scientist with the help of technology, and now he could be this person. Also, the alien got the memory, and now he was like 100%. A real scientist was captured. Captain America was also in prison in this building, which meant that there was not a real Captain America in the Avengers team. But an alien point 2 months ago, the captain was at the Avengers base in his room, when suddenly his copy came to him. He was shot and Captain America was already unconscious. It was an alien who took the form of Captain America. Pigeons flew into the room and they turned into aliens. They began to draw a line, and with the help of the alien Reich, finally took away the identity of the real Captain America. The task of the clone of Captain America was to quarrel with all the Avengers so that they all broke up. And all these 2 months, the real Captain America was in prison. Aliens came to him and one of them put on a mechanical arm to start torturing the captain, and the assistant of the Queen of Aliens was watching all this. He ordered them to torture the captain until the captain tells how to make all people obey. They decided to change tactics. Captain America was training in a prison cell when suddenly all the Avengers broke into him. They released him, but the captain knew that these were just clones of the Avengers. He was able to cope with all the clones and tried to escape. He grabbed an alien who tortured the captain, and the captain began to ask him about where they were, and the alien said that it was impossible to escape from this place. The captain went into a room where a panorama of space opened. The captain realized that they were in space and he could not escape. The captain found the prison cell in which Miss Viper was. He went to her through the ventilation, but Miss Viper thought that he was an alien who just turned into Captain America, but the captain proved to her that it was him. The captain began to ask the alien why they arrived on their Earth, and he said that they were introducing their clones to capture their world and to live in it themselves. They were going to destroy everyone who would not obey them. The captain destroyed the electricity in the prison block and all the cells opened. Everyone who was captured by the aliens came out of these rooms. Everyone began to suspect each other that they were aliens, but Captain America calmed everyone down and invited everyone to unite to get out of this prison and save the world. Captain America went into the prison cell where the Invisible Woman was. He was able to free her and picked her up since she was unconscious. They were able to find the garage where the spaceships were and began to run to one of the ships, but an alien who had super strength got in their way. The captain ordered several scientists from the team so that they went to the ship and figured out how to control it, and the rest had to detain the monster. Suddenly one of the doors opened into the garage, behind which there were a lot of military aliens. The captain was able to find something like a shield and began to fight the villains, and in the meantime the scientists were able to launch the ship. The captain ordered everyone to get into the ship, but Miss Viper did not have time to jump into it. Then the captain began to fight with the monster to pull a little time. The captain jumped into the ship and they accidentally teleported. They only had to get to the planet Earth. The alien informed the Queen that the Avengers had escaped, but she was not upset because she understood how to control people. She saw how all the superheroes listened to Captain America's orders, which meant that ordinary people would listen to the captain. To do this, they had a clone of Captain America ready with which they would enslave people.